What's new on Switch Online? Is the N64 stuff out yet? Because I said that I wasn't gonna get it, but then a bunch of my friends coordinated to do a family plan, and now I'm rethinking it. 10/25. Oh shit, that's right around the corner, huh? You know, I said I wasn't interested in an ocarina playthrough. I mean, I might do one of those if I have it, just so you have it, right? Anyways, welcome back to Metroid Dread. It's been maybe about a week, I think, since. Oh my god, that's literally how it goes. 1 week since Metroid Dread. Fuck off. Let's see what happened. The first area froze over. I did a really cool boss. I don't know. I've done this for 9 hours. I've seen a lot of people posting like 8 hours for their like you know. I've seen screenshots on Twitter like, here's my time for Metroid Dread, and they're all doing it faster than me. But also it says items 40%. So it's probably been a very slow 9 hours, just a lot of wasted 9 hours. So I don't know how actually close to the end I am, but I'd like to think that I'm close. I think it'd be cool if it finished. Metroids usually have like 3 major bosses before like the ending, right? So I think I may be in the last third, but I think it's going to rely on somebody more seasoned than me. And I have a cool new suit. I look like a slutty Buzz Lightyear. Sure. Let's see. Yeah, we just turned the heat back on. Defeated boss experiment number Z57. Neat. So was that the thing that was banging on the walls? Because that wasn't even... That was up here somewhere, wasn't it? Cataris? No. I thought I was looking at like an interconnected map. It was in Dairen. Somewhere in this province. Some bitch was banging on the walls, and I don't think we ever found out what that was. All the suits in this look so good. Yeah. Colors are like very satisfying of all of them. But yeah, welcome back. As usual, quite a bit has gone down. You know what? I'm talking about wondering where I'm going next. There was like a handy feature that I found that like showed me my progress. Oh, okay, here we are. Yeah, so all the things that I just said are this. Good to know. Good to know. So let's see. I think I got the ability to enter ice areas now. That might be our next point of interest here. So maybe I want to hit that elevator again and then see if I can withstand some of the more frigid areas. Because if I can do that, then that's going to go a long way. We'll at least try it out. I think that's what this suit means. Because usually when you beat bosses, that means, oh, you know, check it out, you got a new ability. Nope. But I'm not 100% clear on what that new ability is. Oh, I got a double jump too. That's cool. I'm cool. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll take this. I'll take this. We take those. So I guess that means that this isn't frozen anymore. Yeah, there's a new item that I gotta go get too. They don't. Why are there feathers? They're like feathers floating in front of the elevator. There's like a bird that fucking exploded. I can think of a. It's good. It's a good thing I've still got the image. OBS. Tab back to that shit. It's a good thing I've still got the. Where is it? Where I've got a lot of like. Well, technically. Is it not an OBS anymore? Oh, it's like way at the bottom. There it is. I can think of a certain bird that I wish would have exploded me. There we go. I kind of had them organized from top to bottom in a sort of chronological order. That one's like way out of the way from where I usually keep my files. But yeah, this isn't blue anymore, so that's a little bit huge. I wonder if we can get to this yet. Oh, apparently I already did. It's acquired. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So there are still, like, things that I just don't have. But I've also already been in this room, so I'm not sure what the barrier to entry is there. But if I wanted to get to you... Oh yeah, this is thawed now, so we can go through, like, all the water again. Okay. It seems pretty straightforward. Alright. For some reason, it wasn't, like, letting us back in the, I didn't know what to do except for roll up into a ball! Bro, I'm trying to do, like, a pacifist route here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. So you gotta hop around this room, and I thought that door closing was like something moving, like something coming to get me, and I was going to scream. Can you imagine if they just suddenly decided, oh yeah, all enemies can do that now, not just Emmys, smile. Nowhere would be safe. I don't know, Griffin, maybe read the tin. It's a good thing that I still remember how to use the weird trigger bumper situation for weapon switching, because I was afraid that I was going to forget stuff like that, and after a boss like the third levels, I'm really gonna need to remember things like this. Sensor lock door, already got the missile tank. Yeah, I think there were some collectibles here when I first came through last time, which is not the first time actually. On the left to right way, when everything was frozen, I found some extra goodies, but those might be the last things to find here, so I shouldn't have a problem just blasting through to the end. You can do like a, yeah, like a slide counter too. I haven't gotten the opportunity to use one of those in a practical application yet, but I bet it looks slick as fuck. Let's see, 12 recharge station. It's a long ways away, isn't it? There's a lot of paths to take. You know what though? This is new. The Anki. Anki. Stinky. That's right, I got the freeze missiles now. Again, I really don't fully understand why that was there, if I can go around it, but it does feel, I mean, it's not the kind of obstruction that like has a point to being there, but I am technically overcoming old obstructions with new abilities. Actually, I am seeing a couple of blinking white squares. Maybe I'll take the longer route just so I can investigate those. It could be worth a look, I think. It could be worth a look. Especially if the door's like right here. Interesting. And you know, I do have this little D-pad ability now, so even though it's been a struggle before, maybe it'll be easier for me now. Maybe I won't be such a ding-dong fucking loser idiot. It's like up here somewhere? It's up here somewhere. Ow! Ow, stop. Ouch. Taken all together, it seems like a pretty narrow square. A squareo, if you will. But, I don't know, I'm not really seeing the white squares I was hoping to. In the way that I thought I would. I don't know, maybe... Am I wrong that the blinking white squares are supposed to show you, like, where you can find, like, a hidden block? Because I was under the impression that that's what it was for, but maybe I might be misremembering. There could be something in there, maybe. No, this is 4 wide, and that's 2, so you couldn't make a bucket shape to hide something in. Alright, well, fuck this, then. I'm moving on. God, these backgrounds are so detailed, though. For nobody to ever look at them or touch them. Maybe something could be up here. If not actual tangible goods. A vast amount of unexplored square in... Oh, what is happening in here? There are all sorts of creatures. Oh, I forgot I have this! Why is that? Oh, it's a whale! How did that thing even get this far? Oh, that's right. The easier way is just to get it from behind. Yeah, okay. I can't even check out the new squares. Because of this bitch. Oh, this is more than a double jump. This is all the jumps. That's right. It's a bit of a night and day difference. It's a little bit fucking broken. Like, we couldn't have worked our way up to a double jump and then, like, all the jumps. I feel like I'm being, like, trusted with too much power, and I'm abusing it. Why even, like, make this arc-shaped if there's nothing up here, though? Maybe there is. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Maybe there's a switch. Alright, I, like, wasted half of my health on this shit, and for what? I'm gonna go all the way to the coroner. Wait, these secrets mean something? See, so it does mean that that's what that shows you. Yeah, and it makes sense because there's like a kind of a hidden room there. But I think you would have to approach it from this room, maybe, from this side. And no making that happen for right now. Emmy room? Emmy room. I guess one way or another I did find my way back to this. I was expecting to go back to this start of the game room on the way back, but this works too. That's foolish. I know me better than that. That is foolish. That's better. Ow! Ho. Have I just never been in here? This is a normal, real room and I've never been in here. Wait, there's cool shit. There's secrets abound. Wait, okay, so ZL? No, it's ZR. And I have to get it from the opposite end. So this is my entrance and that's my exit. Got it. What? I guess there's a teleportal that I... No, that I never activated. What is happening in here? Oh, wait, this is where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Okay, cool. So what do you do? I am the ball now. Does screw attack? I know the website. I actually have no idea what the screw attack actually is. What does it mean? What does it mean? Surround Samus with a powerful energy during a spin jump. The blocks! That's the screw attack symbol. I never even noticed. I never made the connection. And it can also damage enemies, blah, blah, blah. Screw attack blocks and is effective against enemies that are cloaked in electrical energy. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, okay, cool. What about, but not these blocks? I guess that was like an alternate exit, perhaps. Well, that's still twisted. But no, I was thinking of a way to get to this room. This is clearly for something later. But I did find the thing that this leads to in a... I almost called it Ferraria. Ferrenia. I'm thinking of fucking Terraria. It's a good thing it isn't here, or they would leap onto that. Not dissimilar to a Metroid. Anyways, speaking of, I don't know, Terraria adjacent things, I'm not a Stardew Valley head, but people seem to be going crazy over, oh dear, some sort of news related to those kinds of developments. What the fuck happened, gay people? I need to know. And I can get into here now! Yes! Oh my, I forgot I had 111 missiles now. That's a little crazy. Never got to celebrate 99. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting this to be the route that you take through the game. But it's actually been pretty satisfying. Once you, like, kind of close the loop between these existing provinces, it's like, huh, alright, I get it now. I love this place still. It does blow for a little bit, but then you just get it. But then you just fucking get it, baby! Alright, I guess I haven't been down here either. Wow, and for good reason. I don't even know. There's so many places that he's even getting in my way. I don't even know where to begin unpacking all of that. Maybe Adam will have some information for me, maybe. Actually, though.
Uploading data.
Thanks, Siri.
Well done, Samus. You have
Well done, Samus.
In addition, you have gained the screw attack ability.
Fuck yeah.
You access previously unreachable places. You are far more combat ready than when you first arrived, but you are still not prepared to face Ravenbeak. There is a very low probability of success in standing against him now.
But does that suggest that if I wanted to, I could? Like, oh, boo-hoo, he's gonna step on me. What am I gonna do? I'm fucking 10 right now? Oh my god. This is madness. I should be allowed to jump up here. Why am I vibrating? There's like a very strong vibration in my controller. Huh. Ah! Oh, not starting with this! Oh no! Our table! I got more missiles, but that doesn't mean I got any more health. Can I use, like, my screw attack to, like, get you now, though? Like, I should be better this time. Oh. Oh. Oh! Okay, well, I'm getting a little cocky after finishing that first one. Maybe I should be taking it, like, a little easier. Like, I should maybe appreciate the luck that I've been experiencing so far. I am God! Wait, no, never mind, actually. Wait, I love hubris? I love ego, I love bravado. Now tell me about this blinking square, Samus. Oh, okay, well, wait, what? Why? Why in this one spot? Why? 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 Oh. Odd spot for it. Guys, that was 2 gold ones. I've come so far. I'm such a big boy now. I'm so adult. What in the... I've used this before, right? Where does it go? It's a marker. I guess if I just step on it, then it tells me where it goes, and then asks if I want to use it. Gavaran. I'm still not exactly sure where I want to take this to, but... Actually, we'll take one more peek around this existing map, and we'll see if there are any other blue blocks to break that are catching my interest. It doesn't seem like there are, though. Like, there were these at the start, and then these that I went through, and then, like, that's it. Using my game designer brain, I think it's pretty clear that they're leading me through, like, that alternate route to this as, like, a shortcut for a reason, so maybe I'll just do it. Actually, yeah, because Gavaran has, like, all that shit in it. Like this! It's gonna spit me out right next to some blue blocks. I know exactly what I'm doing here. Gamers don't die. We just respawn. Anyways, what's been going on the last little bit? And I mean this for you, but I know I'll start because I was hyping this up for a couple of streams about a certain Apple event, and that happened, and I streamed it. Sorry if you weren't there. I take those down immediately from Twitch, and I don't upload them to YouTube because Apple no likey. But it was indeed related to the ever fabled MacBook Pro that didn't suck. That's what all the rumors were saying. And in some ways, that's great. I mean, the keyboard has been like unfucked for a while now. Like they're not using the butterfly keys anymore. But there were a lot of other complaints people had with those machines besides the keyboards. In particular, performance, because the Intel chips were really just not keeping up. Like, I feel like in generations before 2016, you were at least in some degree getting modest performance for that price. The 2016s just do not deliver on that. And even beyond that, because they like, as they kept, you know, holding onto the same form factor, and just, I don't want to do this because that's one way. As they were holding onto the form factor and just like adding in like better parts over the years, it got to a point where like the thermal throttling was like so bad that the performance of the i7 was better than the i9 because the i9 throttled so hard. Oh dear. And stuff like that. So they showed off their two new chips. They showed off the M1 Pro, and I looked at those specs. It's like, all right, well, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Like, I don't have too many complaints about that. If that was all there was, I'd probably be okay. But then they showed the fucking M1 Max. Like, that's right, there's more chips, bitch. Fade to Black Room, uh-oh. And the specs that you can configure that to is insane. There are a few benchmarks that are actually starting to come in, and apparently it's comparing, like its weight is punching comparable to that of like a 3080 or like a PS5, is what people are saying. And yet it remains unconfirmed if that's even like, if that benchmark is even with the highest spec. Why? That wasn't even like a real boss, but I hate... Oh, wait, what? It can... What? Why has it got like a spiky penis? What? It's got cyber sex attacks! Music is cool, though. It's like Gleam! Oh, this is fucked! Especially because the fade to black at first. I have no idea how I was supposed to avoid that. Holy shit. It like wasn't in the same room. That was like, I was expecting the jump scare to be in the hallway, and then when it didn't happen, I thought I was safe. But anyways, and the ports are back. It's not all USB-C anymore, and I liked all USB-C, but there's SD and HDMI too. But all this is good news. I need to find a picture of this thing. M1 MacBook Pro. And you guys will see my problem. I've been complaining about this elsewhere all week. We've got problems. This is a... We need to look at the design of this thing. We need to look at the design of this thing. Because this is what it looks like. And I think that this is one of the ugliest products that Apple has put out in a very, very long time. First of all, I want you to this is not a very high resolution image, but these, what the fuck happened with these feet? They're cylinders? The ones on like the current ones I would compare to like tender, beautiful nipples. and these are just like hard edges, and then like I understand that the rest of it is like a very hard rectangle instead of a tapered shape to like maximize the internal space, but it really reminds me of the mid 2000s like cheap MacBooks that they would like try to sell to schools. And then of course, last but not least, there is a notch. There is a notch on a computer. And I've been getting a few people actually asking me, Griffin, why is the notch bad? Like they don't get it. And I've tried to explain it before. I will do it here again. And I'll actually give the notch a little bit of credit this time. This is... Look at this bullshit fake out they try to do. I thought this was the scary part? Nuh-uh. How embarrassing. How unfortunate. But anyways, yeah. I would say that there are a few reasons why a notch on like a phone makes more sense than on a computer. One is that it's like a space thing, right? Because where else are you gonna put it? But on the other hand, on a phone you get like a benefit from that. On the phone you have Face ID. So you use that for login and stuff, and for whatever biometric authentication you want to do. And so there is this still a bit of a drawback, but it's not as bad because you're getting something out of it. But here's the thing: even though the MacBook Pro has a notch, it does not have Face ID. So even though it's like this very, very wide rectangle that you think would house this whole Kinect's worth of components. It's actually not close at all. It's just a webcam, and that's it. So I guess they've carved out the real estate to put one later, but right now it's just a webcam. So you get the drawback without the benefit of Face ID. Like, it's just without a reason, really. Especially because the iPad has Face ID, but without the notch. So you get the best of both worlds. I don't know. They figured it out. It's a problem they literally already solved on the iPad, and they just didn't solve it here. It's very odd to me. But here's where I'll give the notch credit, because this comes down to a matter of like aspect ratio, and here's where I'm actually a little bit okay with it, because the aspect ratio of like pretty much all MacBook Pros is a 16:10. And when I first saw it during the presentation, it was my understanding, or at least this is what I thought, that that notch was eating into that real estate, but they've actually made the screen exactly as taller than 16:9 as the notch is. So you actually keep the existing 16:10 screen real estate, and then it's just like a little bit taller where the menu would go. So that makes me like a little bit less angry. And in full screen apps, they'll just like black it out completely. Although now the next rumors are saying that they're going to make a MacBook Air with a white notch. So I don't know how you're going to get around that, because you can't even hide it with like the OLED's mini LED screen, or whatever they're going to put in it. I think that would be disastrous. There's never been a white notch before, and I don't think that should be on any product. I was never a fan of like any of the Apple products that had like white fronts. There was like a you know, the white iPhones and the white iPads. And I always thought those looked really ugly because there was still like this black line where you would see the display border. I just don't think it looked good. And they would hide a lot of like the nicer colors behind like devices with white fronts. Like if you happen to be a fan of the gold ones or the rose gold ones or the champagne or whatever they're doing, then the only device with a black front would be the space gray, and then all the nice colors would have the ugly white fronts. And that drove me nuts. But nowadays, it's a black notch on all devices. I'm like, awesome! Finally, colors matter. Now this hell doesn't have to exist anymore. We finally moved on. And yet, now they're saying that we're gonna get a white, like... I sure hope it doesn't happen. I think I just have to go over here to escape from that. Because those diagonal dots are, like, just too much, man. This is, like, a fascinating, like, attack pattern. I would expect, like, attacks from this from, like, I don't know, some sort of boss made out of cyber dots, but this is just, like, an animal, and it's shooting, like, math at me. No attack is unavoidable. I beg to differ. I've got a couple of exhibits that beg to differ. And that upper door there, too, is locked out, so I don't think I really have a choice but to do this. I don't know. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Ever since Johnny Ive left, I think Alan Dye has kind of been handing in, like, a lot of L's. Because, like, in some respects, there are things that people seem to like what he's doing. It's like, oh, good, they brought, for iPhone 12 and beyond, they brought back, like, the hard edges. It's like a hard rectangle instead of, like, a soft pill shape from the side. And even I'm a proponent of that. I've held one, and I'm like, yeah, this feels nicer. It's like the iPhone 5S, which is my favorite one, design-wise. 4 to 5S, that was golden. That was peak. But yeah, you notice this with a lot of Alan Dye designs, and it's like, wait a second. People are saying they like it because it's like old Apple products that already exist. I'm like, wait a second, that's because they are. You look at the M1 iMacs and the colors that they're doing, and like even the reveal for that was like literally cribbing like the 1999 iMac reveal as well. And now this is like the older MacBooks. The only things of Alan Dye's that people like is when he's just taking successful Johnny Ive designs, and when he does original stuff like macOS Big Sur and Monterey, it fucking sucks. Like, this is the guy that designed boxes, and we're putting him in charge? I do not trust that Alan Dye. I keep wanting to eat the slime! Alright, so, as they say, the screw attack can damage electric enemies. And I'd always been confused as to why this guy didn't have, like, a little twinkle to counter their attacks with. However, right before they go in for the kill, yeah, their claws are sparkly. So, but you can't screw attack into them. So I want to know what gives with that. I think something's up. How is my health already this low? I guess I tried to fight the claws at first. I was looking at all my health bars. I thought I was doing pretty good. I saw the golden guys, the golden girls. I thought I was doing great. Because I beat them so fast, and I was, like, just eating up damage, and it didn't matter because I had so many health bars. And now it matters again, because this guy's gonna kick my ass. Yeah, maybe just, like, freeze this dude and leave. Maybe that's the play. See, but their claws go electric when they do this, and I think that there's a theory. There's something to it, you know? I mean, I guess it lets you go through them. Maybe that's, like, the better strategy. I don't, like, instead of going over them, maybe you want to go through them is what it wants you to do. But then again, you want to be behind them anyways? So I don't know. I guess you can do that through either method, but this gives you, like, buys you more time, I guess. It would make sense, though, because, you know, I got a new item and I want to use it against a boss, but yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Because this is not going to be a winning attempt if I've lost this much health already. But I really do feel like there's some sort of secret here that I'm not clinging onto yet. That I'm not spider magnetizing onto yet. There's like a way to like scan enemies, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of Metroid Prime, where you go into the scanner mode and then you highlight the little orange square and it's like, oh yeah, this is what this enemy is. And now you can learn nature facts about it. Yo, this thing got any hidden cubes? Any blue cubes in here? Happy National Nut Day. Guys, we need to find a Raven Beak right now. We gotta celebrate the season. It is a real day. It is October 22nd. Hey! I say rejoice. I say celebrate. I mean, I don't see how my strategy necessarily isn't working. I feel like when I try to, like, step outside of my comfort zone, I'm like, okay, maybe this guy has, like, some extra secrets that I'm just, like, not understanding yet. I seem to, like, pay the price, you know? Like, I last longer when I just do this, and maybe it's, like, less exciting and more cautious, but I really do better. Because of how much damage this boss does. Like, it's a huge amount compared to everything else. I just don't think it lends itself very much to experimenting, you know? But I think I'm getting it done right now. If you ask me. Oh, that's actually... Oh! Every time! Why do they do this? I didn't ask for this! It's a fucking fetus in a sphere! The cross bomb! National Pun Day is May 15th. Neon Blue, are those the only two holidays you celebrate? October 22nd? May 15th is so far away, why only those two? Apparently there is still another not unlocked... Oh my god. Wait a second. Wait a second! That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Because there have been, like, Morph Ball segments where it's like, oh, I wish I could, like, travel a great horizontal air distance. And maybe this is what that is. Because I know there's one in Ferenia that's like that. Sorry, I did not read how to use this ability. I should have read it aloud. Hold R and then... Oh, so it's like missiles, but for these. Ooh. It's like a chain reaction. That's kind of neat. See, this is what I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping it solves. This shit. This shit right here. But it doesn't actually break the block. So is there another, like, secondary use of it? It extends in straight lines, horizontally and vertically. Is there, like, a third example video where it shows me how to cross these gaps? No, it just loops. It doesn't show me how to get across this. I'll have to intuit that myself. Maybe I just gotta, like, do this. But this right here is exactly the scenario that I was talking about in Ferenia. But you just fall through. So I don't know. Get in front of it. It should be behind you. There are, like, 2 blocks of space here. Oh, whoa! That's cool! Okay, I get it. Thank you, Neon Blue. I was worried because there was, like, an extra item slot in the Morph Ball section. It's like, oh yeah, that's a separate ability. You get this now, but the thing you're thinking of is for later. No, that's awesome, actually. I know exactly, like, where this is gonna connect back to now. Not a fan of how this wall looks like fucking placenta, though. Alright, well, this door is locked. It's a purple room, but it's locked. Wait a second, if this goes to Ferenia, there's something above Ferenia. But between the ship? I thought that was just, like, where the ending was gonna be. Huh. I mean, this opens up a shortcut, though. There's the boss. So I guess I would want to drop down to the save room and then hit Ferenia. Why did I go this way? Oh, I know. I know why I ignored everything, because I saw this corridor that's been teasing me all this time, and I just didn't go for it. Okay, so I don't think I can get back out like that, but I think I can just do this now, so that's okay. Nope. Actually, wait a second. I thought this was a teleportal. I would love this. Thank you. It's what I'm here for. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Neon Blue. So can I, like, morph ball? No, I gotta get in the water and then do it. Yeah, and I have the gravity suit, so it doesn't suck to move in water anymore. Oh, the times will share. Oh, you can do this too? That's cool. Wait, okay. ZR, there we go. I mean, the gun does turn blue, but it is a very small... Ow! Part of the screen to be looking at. Ow! That dude was not wasting any time. Oh, I thought this was going to be an Adam room. I was going to get more Siri instructions. Okay. I guess this was because it was right before the boss. Would have come in handy in that case. But now its purpose has changed. Because the only thing I'm doing here is securing my victory. But I believe if I want to go to Ferenia, I need to go further downwards. And hey, who knows? Maybe we get some new missiles on the way. Excuse me? Wait, you can just dash through those guys and they die in one hit? Or maybe they're weaker because I already beat them once. That'd be an interesting idea. So, I want to be in this room, so I need to... How did I... Oh, I see. I get it. Although I can't help but wonder. Nah, okay. Guys, look! I was rewarded for coming back here! Iconic as it might be, the Screw Attack could use a new name. And why is that? Is it because it's like screw like fuck? I mean, This is odd. I am able to open this, but I don't see what it, like, connects to. I don't even see, like, buttons for that in any of, like, the adjacent rooms that it's letting me look at right now. So, guess we'll never know. Guess we'll just have to go to Ferenia. I mean, I've got 129. I don't think I'm hurting for them that much. I keep forgetting that I need to keep going down to get to this, though. So we gotta go through the tunnel, through the door, and then boom, Ferenia. Oh, that was the wrong way! I was gonna be cool, I was gonna zip across, but I did it backwards. And I keep using R plus Y instead of just Y for all of this now. It's too much overkill. The sexual reasoning, yes. Gulp, 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 gulp. Why are these footsteps so wet? I love coming back to this game like a week later, and then I see how much of the squares have been filled in. And I'm like, oh no, something different happened here. I only came across this because I was like really spinning my what is it called? Spinning one's wheels. I always wonder how much bigger than Samus the suit is. So much shoulder room. I don't think her shoulders are that big, but I mean, Samus is definitely like a very tall and strong lady. I think that's a very commonly agreed upon fact. However, I don't think that matters because Ravenbeak is like twice that. Alright, see, boom, right here, and then we're gonna go up. It's great. But this is still question mark, question mark, question mark, so we don't, I still can't get in there. There's a frozen room that could also be of interest. Those are the two big things. And we could probably beat the Emmy now. So there's lots to do for now. It feels very refreshing to, ow, be able to come back to a new area and just like immediately see like so many different choices to make as to how to progress, what to focus on first. But this is like right in front of me, so I don't see why not. So, okay, ball, and then RY, and then zoom. Wait, but why? Oh no. Wait, okay, so let's hear out the theory. I've got a theory. I've got a theory about that one as well. So, the thing that we saw being experimented on, that was in Dyron at first, but then we actually fought the boss in Cataris. So what if the thing that was banging on the walls is like a separate thing, and now it's in Ferenia? Hear me out. Ooh. Now you tell me. Oh, you gotta like do a double jump with this now. Wait, what? How do you use... That doesn't make... How do you... That doesn't make any sense. Actually, it might. It's kind of fucked, but it might make sense. Wait, that's the cloaking. I hate falling down here. I do it so often. I gotta learn to stand still and aim this. I haven't been doing that very often tonight. Because if you could get directly beneath where those bomb blocks go, then maybe you'd have a shot. As is, I don't know how you would last for long enough. Like, you can do this. But that's like a long way to travel to maintain that for that long. That's where my hang-up is. Like, boy, you'd really be cutting it close. It looks like it's just for a missile tank, though. Maybe I'll need one. I thought I was doing good against the Goldie guys, but then I got my kind of stomped in by the boss, so I'm not sure where I... Ow. Knock it off. So yeah, I'm not sure where I stand in terms of the balancing. I might need that. There's so many steps to this. And the enemies respawn, which doesn't help either. I think I'm safe in here, apparently. Okay. No shot. No shot. Okay, so I think it makes more sense if I do it in this room so that I can at least, like, have the blocks destroyed first, right? Wait, I think there's just barely enough clearance to do it in this room. Look at that, look at that. You get, like, the big burst. Maybe, like, right on the edge, but it can work. And that'll save me time. Look at that, look at that. This might work. Oh, that was the wrong bomb. It could just barely... I just barely had the clearance, but it can work. It's almost like they designed this with an intent to be solved and beaten. You can spark while in the ball. I'm piss poor at it, but it can be done. Let's test that out first. Just to, like, get used to it. Okay. So you want to be down, and then you want to be up. Like this? Got it, okay. That's good to, like, lock in that, like, muscle memory before actually getting there fast enough and then not knowing what to do from there. Oh, you can just one-shot that with the screw attack? That's cool. That one, that little fella in particular always gave me so much trouble. Oh, we're getting closer and closer, though. That's the closest yet. That's really good. You can't do the stick click in the air, though. You have to get, like, right on the edge. Ooh. Ooh, I'm getting close, baby. Nobody should have told me about secrets. Oh. Okay, good to know. That was wasted anyways. That was wasted anyways. I can be more efficient. I can cast the spell! See, because if you press Y, it does that too, I think. I don't know. Wait a second. Is the slide more efficient? No, okay. I was thinking for a second that maybe the slide attack can... Wait, if I, like, actually do that and then X? No, you have to shoot these to get them out of the way. Okay. And then if you do wind up doing the slide, you wind up going too far, so it's not actually faster than doing the ball. You're like too many blocks forward. It's not really negotiable. Or is it? Okay, you I know for a fact keep coming back. I think it's because I'm not eating the slime. Hey, you stay away. There we go, the slime is mine, the slime is mine, the slime is mine. Oh! No, you need to shoot and then morph ball. This really is my worst nightmare because it's combining like multiple abilities that I've consistently struggled with because like the input behavior is very weird. And you have to do it with like the tightest timing imaginable, so there's no room for error. Oh, I had it! I had it! Just gotta breathe it in. I gotta be like Samus. I gotta be like cool and calm and collected and 6 feet tall about this. Okay, so just to be clear, it's down and then jump while that's charged? Down and then jump? Because I feel like I've gotten like in the right spot a couple of times, but I can't tell if I'm like doing the wrong input. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just running out of time. I think the timing just really is that tight. Like, once you get across that bridge, you can't, like, wait at all. You just gotta, like, be in position. Because there is, like, a little, like, extra half second of maneuvering that I'm doing there. I gotta do it faster. I want those 10 missiles bad. 139, can you imagine? They just had to show you what was on the other side. They had to sweeten the deal. One of my gripes is that I really never used the Shine Spark much, and it's not like the game requires it. So I didn't start using it until like right before the final boss. A lot say some of the Spark puzzles are harder than the bosses. Hey, I welcome this. Right here, the only obstacle is myself, rather than a monster that throws math at me. Ah! Wait, what? Oh, I did it in the wrong direction! Fuck, it's so doable! I was there, I had it! Fuck. Okay, I've been like actually activating it in the right spot. I'm just not shooting in the right direction, or I'm like not aligned. But that's close. This is a major development. Huh? Okay, so if I use this thing, do I still need to, like, break these open? I thought the Shine Spark could go through those, but I might be wrong on that. They can go through other kinds of blocks, but maybe not those. So I think you need to, like, bomb and then do it? They just had to do one more step, huh? And to make this even more complicated than it already is. Oh my god. This is gonna be one of those things now where because I've made like one little step forwards, I'm just gonna start like eating it again. See, okay, so you have to like, let me test some things out here. I want to see if you can place a bomb while the Shine Spark is like charging up to blast off. Because I don't think you can, but if you can, that makes it easier. So we'll get in the corner here. I'll do this. Well, that wasn't my theory at all. Yeah, once you activate it, you can't place bombs, so you have to do it before. I'll tell you what is helpful, though. It turns out the slide does work. I thought that I would, like, always overshoot it, but once you turn back into a ball, it looks like you have just enough clearance to, like, back up a little bit onto the edge. And that does save you, like, some precious time. This is getting very, very doable. Like, increasingly possible. How are the frames tonight, by the way? Apparently I was having a real slideshow the last time I did Dread, but I wasn't getting anything similar to that during the Apple event, so I think I fixed it. And by I fixed it, I mean I did nothing, but you know, I'll take the credit. I'm so close. I want this so bad. I'm not even going for like 100% run, but I just want this. Wait a second. Wait a second. I have a potential idea for something that can make this faster. Break the blocks, then do the Shine Spark. No, they come back too fast. But now I know. I mean, the height of that would have been sick if that actually worked. Like, that's as good as it could have gotten if that was feasible, but it's not. I guess in that case, I just go straight past where I want to release that. To the little silly corner up there. I'm really not used to Y being the button to activate that in the air. Like, I'm not meaning to do any of those air dashes, I'm just bungling the inputs. I'm so close, I'm so close. I was missing a couple of pieces at first, I was missing a couple of marbles. I think I'm getting it though. Like, I can feel it. It's, like, all about to click. This is a great way to celebrate International Nut Day. I assume it's international. I don't know what nations have ratified Nut Day. It's definitely Y that's activating that. I was thinking that maybe, like, because I'm double jumping to get up there, which, by the way, do I need to do? No, but it skips the ledge grab. I assume if I can't get rid of the white blocks for long enough, then I don't think that doing this will help either, but maybe we can try it. Yeah, no way. Alright, Samus. How come she's gay and good at everything, but I'm gay and not? Hmm? How did that not propel me? Did I not use the right bomb? This one is a pain, but you do have the gist of it. It's so many steps. I feel like I'm conducting a fucking orchestra. I can't not do this. I can't leave this on the table! Oh no! Our table! Griffin left 10 potential missiles on it! Woot woot. I think we need to save that kind of enthusiasm for after, not before. I'm like falling through in the middle of this now. I gotta get better about placing that RY bomb. I was getting under those blocks pretty consistently for a little bit. I don't know what's changed. Like, it's my entry with those 4 white blocks that are like... where I'm making more mistakes, whereas that was the one part that I had figured out before. Oh, that was so close! I had the bombs and everything! You can save yourself half a second by sliding under after shooting. I do that sometimes, but sometimes I overshoot it by doing the slide, because it propels you forward by a certain... Actually, you can cancel this, interestingly enough. I didn't realize that. Because if you don't intervene, then it goes like that set distance. Canceling is interesting, though. I think I saw like a bird fly away in the foreground. I think my screaming made it do that. Oh! Oh! That's 139, baby. That's 139, baby. And now, because everybody's saying, oh, that's so much harder than the bosses, if I can beat that, then what boss can possibly stand in my way? Oh, I forgot those guys, like, explode. What's the secret in here? Oh no, you're mean! I'm just here to scan, dude. Don't mind me. Nothing? I guess not. I don't know my secrets. I'm not good at so good at this. Okay, so my next item of interest was this frozen room. I know there is this one, and it is like closer. I don't know. I actually didn't have to do this at all. There was a faster way in. Hi, Adam. You made it look easy. I was on that one for half an hour. What a pro. I'm pretty sure I was on this for half an hour. It feels like half an hour, maybe 20 minutes. At least. At least. Oh, I guess these are the electric enemies that I can get with the screw attack now? Yeah, okay. Wow, what do you know? Apparently I am allowed to be in these rooms now. Of course I'm allowed to be in these rooms, Griffin. We were just in an entire fucking ice world. It's a good thing that when these things like electrify the walls and floors, they have like some sort of maximum range that zappage can reach. They actually remind me a lot of the I have zero idea what these things' names are called, but the little purple electric squishy cube guys from Super Mario 3D World. Charge shot? Eh? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What do you know? Well, I guess I've answered some questions, but I've only raised others. There's probably another door down here, though. Can we get to that? Supposedly, but it is a good deal more out of the way. In fact, it might be better if I just waited until the next time I happen to be in Dyron before visiting that. Actually, yeah, it would be a very, very, very good idea. Yeah. Because none of this other stuff connects to the rest of Ferenia. So that's not a quick detour, even though it looks like it. Okay, in that case, you want to go back up to the central room, and this power beam door into this ice area is going to be our next stop. God, I love this aesthetic so much. I love regal shit. Oh, that one didn't follow me that time. Sneaky, sneaky. Anyways, I'm sure my love of regal aesthetics and regal boys comes as no surprise to literally anybody here. That room felt so much smaller when I was being chased by the two dudes through it. You know? But maybe it, like, physically was. Like, there were gates or something. Oh? RY? RY? Oh, this is gonna be like an ice maze! I wanna see what's up here first, though. Oh, it's evil! So much for my sense of exploration being rewarded. Oh, wait, whoa! It's an interconnected series of rooms kind of ice maze. Not on my watch. Not on my Apple Watch. I don't know why I just remembered to, like, counter the little guys and then proceeded to immediately stop doing it. Charge door? Yup. Okay, I can counter one thing at a time, not three! Eat your slime. Almost. There we go. What does this remind me of? Does this remind me of Federation Force? Because it's like an icy place? Ah, I see. That's where my brain is right now, I think. Okay, so you gotta hold R, like that. And then you do this. There we go. Right, so I was at no misunderstanding as to how those doors worked, so I wonder why I couldn't get the one open in Gavra. I guess I just don't, I couldn't figure out where the switches themselves were. Oh, you gotta do this. Oh, okay. Oh no, we're back here! Doesn't this one have, like, electric attacks? Like this one's, and it can see through walls or some shit? Yup, it can. It sure can. Oh, it's so much nicer being able to actually go in water now, though. Samus, please, 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 please shoot the artery. Wait. I don't think it sees me. Notice how the camera zooms in when you're using that ability, though. So you see less around you. Interesting, that. I don't like having to go through these tight corridors, either. I do not want to be chased as a morph ball, please. Oh, brain room already? Okay, tight. Tight, I like fudge. And the great news, all my screw attacks can break the red rings, the secret rings. That's major. That's so huge. That's so cool. I don't have to, like, stop to shoot at them. I can just jump into them. Oh, this is so much better. I'm a fan of this. And the screw attack, wow. That was way easier than the last one I got stuck on. The last one gave me some trouble. I had, like, no health. I had maybe, like, 1 bar's worth. But, baby, I don't even need it. I got the Omega Blaster now, and it's time to blast some Omegas. I'm sorry, the Omega Cannon. Oh, it's both. Okay, cool. And the Omega Stream. That's what they... Be sure to tune into the Omega Stream at twitch.tv/ Goodbye, Emmy. Wait, but I still kind of want to get the rest of the squares. Like, oh, I don't have the option. Huh? I gotta, what? I don't even know how to leave step 1. These things beneath me are, like, wiggling because there's water in them, I think, but there is water. Look at that side view, there's water to my side. I guess you can screw attack up here. It's very odd, though. Unless this is a blastable thing. It really doesn't look like it, though. I think I leave through here. I actually have zero idea where I'm going. Do I need to wait for the Emmy to come find me? Do I missile? Oh, my Griffin. Whoa, wait, it drains the water. Oh shit, new sections of the maze? Oh, fuck. I don't even have the luxury of backtracking and becoming slightly more familiar with these spaces. I'm being, like, still forced to contend with new shit. I gotta throw this, I gotta throw this, I gotta throw this. Oh! Its face is still spicy. Oh! Now it gets fun. What do you mean it gets fun? Yeah, that is nowhere near enough horizontal clearance. Hey, but now I get to write this wrong, and I get to fill in all the squares in the room. Smile. That was actually on purpose. I wanted to reset so I could do this. Oh, I missed one! I missed one! Yeah, I was wondering why those thingies were like wiggling. I guess because they're buoyant. My plan was shooting it when it crawled through the morph ball-sized passages. That could be a strategy, but I'm not that. I don't know. You would need like a good angle to look through it, I think. Why is this laid out this way? Oh, that's a dead end! I just got sealed back in. Is it gonna turn around? No, it's gonna keep going this way. Okay. Okay, okay. I mean, I have a lot more space laid out in here now, at least, but... any of these spots that are like, I don't know. Uh-oh. Please unlock, please unlock, please unlock! Wait, this could be it. This is a huge amount of space to work with. Yup! Hi, sexy. Hi, sexy. Hi, well, maybe you're not that sexy! It's a loop. I mean, I get that much. It's a very interesting way to lay out a space, though, and also this reset was intentional, so I could right my wrong of leaving that last square unconquered. Now that I filled all of them, now you know this run is for real. Usually when an Emmy catches you, though, there are like 2 opportunities to do the dodge. It looked like there was just one there. I wonder if that's because it caught me while I was in the air, or because the helmet was off and it becomes harder when you do that. Yeah, so I think the first go of this is just going to be dedicated to like getting all these obstacles out of the way, because then I have the room to maneuver and build distance between myself and Emmy. Although knowing now that the end of this is over here... Uh-oh. Okay, but maybe I can make the door close and then it'll get locked out, Smile. Nope, not enough room. I don't have enough room this time. I might. If I'm standing all the way back here. Bingo. See ya! Wait, and then I can close the door, and then it's stuck in here. Oh, there's a tunnel! Oh no, a tunnel! No, I need to... This one isn't about like, oh god! Well, I'm standing on it. What am I gonna do? That's hot. That's kind of hot. It wasn't the run. See, I was still using the Omega Stream logic, which is you just need to, like, make enough space. You need to find a big open space between yourself and Emmy. But the second step isn't about space, it's about time. You need to find enough time to charge the blast. And that's the difficulty there. Maybe I lost because I didn't fill in these squares, but now that I'm doing this, now I'll win for sure. I was close, yeah. I do not appreciate being followed when I'm in a ball, though. That's awful. Yeah, I mean, there was one, like, way back. It's like, this one's gimmick is it can crawl, and they can just all crawl since. But the morph balls have kind of been, like, those passages are, like, only after you defeat the Emmy. And then there just are no passages like that. This is kind of the first time I've even, like, needed to reckon with that, really. Okay. That's good. That's really early on. I'm still gonna give it time. Okay, so it's about distance. You gotta build enough space between yourself and the enemy. Where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? I need to know which side it's gonna try and get me from. See, but now I've wasted all that time. I should use the RY as well, yeah. No, I need more time. More space, more space. And then I'm gonna get it right as it comes through here. Look at that. That's time. All I need to do is land this shot. Ah! You had one job, Samus Aran. See, it stands up. It stands up and it towers over you. So these bitches have got to be like 8 feet tall, maybe 9. It literally didn't have to be this way. Oh, we're like coordinated. Iconic couples. I think that's the last one. That's kind of sad. But I think I get a new ability out of it. Maybe that's what the purple doors are for, because I got the purple Emmy. The Wave Beam! Wait a second, this shit was awesome in Prime! The Wave Beam? How does it behave in 2D? Fires an energy wave that can pass through solid objects and terrain. Cool! It can also destroy wave beam covers. Alright. So with that out of the way, oh, we're safe now. Bye, Omega Cannon! Damn. That was a rough Emmy encounter. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're supposed to take that here, and then boom, next area. Dare I say even final area? Wait, what? There is one more Emmy left. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna need some Metroid heads to weigh in on this, because I'm not gonna go through that door. I'm gonna backtrack, because there was another more important door that caught my interest. Although I'm looking at this maze and realizing now that I actually have access to none of this, and I have to go this way. But I really wanted to investigate this over here, because I saw this like really recently, and I wanted to see it through, but I don't think I have an option. This is my only way out. Maybe I'll find like a teleportal in whatever province this leads to that'll have more information for me. I can't believe there's one left. Okay, so I was looking at like my progress at the opening file. I wasn't sure how to like interpret that data. Maybe I am closer to the end than I thought. I was getting the vibe that I still might have had a long way to go, but that feels kind of good maybe. Also, there's definitely something up here. Come on. Really? Is it so? Damn, I guess it is. Oh, you know what? This is how I got into this little hallway in the first place, but now it's locked off. That's probably what that is. Damn, I have no idea what to expect from this point. Especially because this area already feels like final level E to me, so I don't know. Huh? I don't believe this. I honestly think that this is lying to me right now. What? Maybe this is intended to be more of an exit than it is an entrance. But how else do I get through if this is pitfall blocks? It doesn't make any sense. Do we need to do a charge shot on it? Wait a second. The wave beam goes through walls. The wave beam goes through walls! You don't even have to save it up for charge shots anymore either. Even standard shots will behave that way now. Hey, can you like maybe? Thank you. I still have the ice missiles though, right? Yeah, okay, cool. And now we're here. Interesting that this isn't an Atom Room though. You'd think you would get like a little bit of information about like where we're going, something that would psych you up for this final area. But no, it's gonna be a complete surprise. We're going in 100% blind here. More ice rooms. What the fuck is this? This feels like it'd be a great opportunity to have that scan ability in Prime. This is 100% the sort of thing you'd use the scanner on and you'd learn lore about it. But I guess the only lore you can absorb through this is, like, you know, the visual background details, which I'm sure there's crazy shit that, like, more eagle-eyed, not to use a Chozo pun, Metroid fans would be able to understand, but I don't know. The only, like, explicit text I've absorbed is that one cutscene with the dude that talks to you. And I get the feeling that that's the only one that there's going to be. Wait, okay, wait a second. I need to treat this moment with a lot more respect than I currently am. Because this might be the last time ever that I'll be able to do Jackie's bit. I don't even know what this place is called. Hanubia. Oh, look at like the rain going down the windows. I could hang out in this room forever. So does this mean we're on the surface? And also, does this mean we're, like, at the end of the game? Because I can go long tonight if I can just finish Dread tonight. That'd be huge. I did say I'm only doing a second game tonight if there's time. If I can finish this tonight, I'll just go long. I think it's very interesting that the game used these sorts of dramatic shadows in, like, the first area near the beginning of the game. Now they're, like, faster. I don't know. I think there's something to that. Griffin, I ask you, what classic Metroid ability is left? I don't know. I don't know my classic Metroid abilities. I know Prime. Somehow this feels smarter if I just do it this way. It's weird to still see, like, the purple health and missile absorbables now that everything is, like, mostly infected. I always wondered how Samus sees when in Morph Ball form. Oh, that's easy, in the third person. Next question. This would be really funny if this is all I'm actually able to access for now, just like this one room. But I get the feeling if I do this, then maybe there's, yeah, something more going on here. Oh, so you need to do the double jump for that. Yeah, there we go, okay. Music here is really cool, though. That's gonna, like, stop, right? I don't think it does. Missile here? Oh. How does that shake out, huh? Maybe another one of these will do the trick. I'm not really missing anything from the puzzle right now. Unless... The last ability is obvious, but do you want to be told or find out yourself? I think just knowing that there is one more ability to find is probably enough. I've still got quite a bit of time before I hit 2 hours, but if this is like, you know, some games do their final levels like, you know, it's not full-sized, it's a little more linear, it's a little more focused, stuff like that. If this is just like another full-sized area, then it'll definitely take 2 more streams. Well, including this one. I would want to give it its own full thing. Oh, now we're talking. These bomb sequences have been getting very dastardly. I can't help but notice. Wait, can the wave beam break the purple blocks now? I think I just accidentally did that. Is that true? No, I must be mistaken. It'd be cool though, the colors would match and everything. So I gotta find a way into here. A grapple beam block. I guess yeah, I can do that. Wasn't sure, but I think that makes sense. Because it's like, oh, it's only one high, so once you get up here, how do you stay safe? You gotta get into that bomb corridor, and then you gotta roll back out. Like this. You gotta wait for it to come back. And then boom. But wait a second. Wait a second. No, you can't actually, because this grapple beam block is from the other side. I can't open it from here. In that case, I think that truly is all I can do here for the time being. That's a bit of a shame. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm even close to sinking my teeth into this area yet. I think this is just a little sneak peek of things to come. At least as far as I can tell, I don't know. I'm sure there are other elevators that I'll access once I go back to earlier areas. Maybe I'll finally figure out what the weird little "you can't use this yet" symbols are for. Oh, yeah, of course there's one more ability! We still haven't had those answered as to what they are. That's still a mystery. I mean, I don't know my classic Metroid, but I'm thinking back to Prime, and the wave beam is the last thing that I can remember. I mean, unless we're getting, like, the hyper beam, or whatever it was, from, like, the final boss in that game. What if Metroid Prime was in this? I'm allowed to speak about the things that happen in that game freely, right? It's been 20 years. Okay, so ice room there. I mean, there were other, screw attack blocks. I mean, like that. But I already got those. That were messing with me. I just can't, like, seem to immediately remember where. You know, I have Samus and Ridley amiibo. I have not used them a single time, and I still do not know what they do. Yeah, we never figured out what was going on in Dyron. The fucking creature crawling and banging around. Maybe we'll never know. I thought that the only purpose of that was to foreshadow a boss, but maybe it's just a spooky thing to freak you out and nothing more. If you played Super Metroid, it would be obvious. No, there's not even stuff here, really, that catches my interest by much. And these are still question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, and there's this extra, like, blank spot on the morph ball list, so it's gotta be related to that. I've gotta say, I really am not sure where to go right now. I think my next best bet is to stop by the network station, and maybe Adam will have some additional advice for me now that I've cleared this area. That is my sincere hope. Is this really just a solo room? I guess so. Yup, the ability involves them blocks. Wait a second. But this is all still a dead end. I still can't get down into the other areas of Ferenia. So whatever I need to do has to involve something past this door. That's interesting. That's... So I can't even go back and find Adam if I wanted to. Isn't that funny? I mean, there is this. Maybe there's something in here going on. And indeed there is. I think this is my ticket back right here. Boom, I'm out, baby. It's very nice that that ability, like, carries through multiple rooms, too. Whoa! Not today, Buster. Adam room is down here. Oh shit, no Adam scene. You could always recap the last Adam session. I could. I just thought Adam might have something new for me because I made progress, like, and I've been good. Because this was all the way back in Berenia. Wasn't it? Hold up. I got to scroll. I wasn't at the top of the list. Never mind, I guess I was. There was the little, like, up icon, so I wasn't sure. The wave beam. What could I use the wave beam on? Still not prepared to face Ravenbeak. You know what? There was something that I saw. Yeah, I can still go back here, actually. I was asking about that earlier. Maybe I am on the right track here. I completely forgot about this. This is why I wanted to do it first, chat. Yeah, alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, E-tanks? But that one looks like the, one of the... Doesn't that, like, make a huge explosion? Guess not. The full ones are purple, right? Okay, this room is too much. I'm gonna need some of this. Jesus Christ. Wait, what? Oh no, wait a second. Where? Where am I supposed to find the real estate to do that? How can he be so cruel, House? Why are so many of these bombs here, too? This is ominous as fuck. Stop exploding! This little guy is loving National Nut Day. Jesus Christ. If this is the only room that I have to work with, I'm really out of ideas. Well, actually, unless... Check the map. Maybe there's like a big, wide, flat area if I find a way to get down from up here. I don't know. Yeah, wasn't there like a puzzle that I couldn't solve, actually? Between this room and that? Maybe this is what was going on. I gotta like connect these two by going through there. Yeah, I'll come back to this later then. I want to go down that slide. What is that? Heart piece? Oh. I don't get good vibes from this. It's very interesting, though, that so far everything that we've been through has been like... I don't know. It's like... this very shiny, polished, regal exterior. Now we're like in the belly. We're under all the stuff that makes it... Wait, what? Oh shit, we just bridged the gap! What do you know? Okay, well that's nice. Can figure out what's going on in here now too. Boom, just connected the rooms. That is lovely. So actually, if I wanted to investigate the thing that I just said, I could probably do that right now without too much trouble. Makes you think. Why does the wave beam do so much damage? Not the wave beam, the screw attack seems to do a lot of damage. Like I just touch shit with it and it dies. Like it's actually really good. Yeah, I want to look into this. I want to investigate this. I think there's something to it. Especially now that I have these special bombs. I think that might have been like the missing piece right there. Let's find out. Let's find out. Here in the Joy Care Laboratory, safety is our #1 concern. Okay, there was something in here. I remember there was something in here. Right. Right, okay. That was scary. That was really scary. See, but look, I think the rooms actually do connect. That's one way to get around it. Holy moly. What do you know? And then boom, screw attack is like instant kill. What do you know? Yeah, are there like a bunch of like vertical bomb blocks here, and that was what was giving me trouble? It was. Yeah, and then that gets rid of them all in one go. And then you can just jump up there normally. Wow, that's so easy! The first time I came here and I didn't have the right ability, I spent like so long trying to like brute force that with the regular bombs. It was not happening. But I'll tell you what is happening. This shit right here. Yes, please. So, was this spot accessible the whole time? Why didn't I just do this? Anyways, now that this spot is open, I want to see if this has afforded us the space needed to pull off the thingy. I don't think it does personally, but I mean, I don't know, we got the option now. Like, that right there is the most space that I can think of, and it doesn't even come close. Unless there's like a fan that you can run against somehow, or this, I have no idea. I have no idea, man. Unless you like charge it in this room, then you gotta bring it all the way up through here. That might actually, I can give that a shot. I'm not gonna like try this as many times as I did with the 10 missiles, because I don't think that these are nearly of equivalent value. But it is interesting to think about. That actually, I was pretty much right there. Here's the question. Here's the question. This is what's going to make or break. Can you do that diagonally? I need to know if you can do that diagonally. Why do I keep just like slamming into the ground? Did I like forget how to do this? Oh, you just have to neutral B. No, it looks like it's only in the cardinal directions. Still, I am tempted. Oh shit! You can run up slopes while doing that. That makes it super easy then. That totally affords me the extra like time that I needed. If I can just trigger it later. This is 100% how you're meant to do it. I really don't mean to use it in there, but that's like really a hop and a skip away from the actual blocks that I need to break. Oh, I had it. I was in the right spot. It's neutral B. You don't gotta hold down. You don't gotta hold down. You only gotta hold down the first time. Not quite like that. I like start it from this side, right to left. Ah, this slope really does waste your time though, is the thing. You gotta be careful with that. But yeah, this looks like it's way easier than the other thing I was struggling with, so I'll try it until I get it. There's no reason to not do it now. I think now my problem is that I was holding up and jumping. Just gotta neutral it, just gotta neutral it. I always get so flustered during these sequences, because it's such tight requirements. I think the tricky part too is like, if you want to try again, it's a longer walk back. Whereas with the other one, if you fucked up, it did like dump you exactly where you needed to be. Like this spans multiple rooms. Man, running up that slope, oh god. Running down that slope quite isn't as fun, but running up that slope really does not get old. It feels so good to just take this thing that behaves one way and then like you're just going so cracked that it's totally different now. Anyways, I did it. Yippee! Because not gonna lie, these things are kind of fucking annoying, but they feel really good to run up. You know what that is? I'll tell you exactly why that feels so good. This is what it feels like to run up the slide at the playground as a kid. That's exactly the same, like, neurons firing in my brain. I don't even know if I want to be back in Dyron right now. If there's anything for me here, but I can't help but be piqued. Sorry guys, I put the dinosaur music away. The next time we go back to the finale zone, to fucking Death Egg zone, I'll make sure to bust it back out. It's interesting that every indication that we've gotten of, like, the surface of this planet has always been, like, rainy. You notice that? Dyron. So what's here for us? I mean, right off the bat, this. And then we get another energy part, which is always nice. But regarding Samus's abilities, I think that's it. There's, like, some lava rooms that I've already been. I don't think that's necessarily a new room. There might be some new stuff in Cataris still. There is new stuff in Cataris still. What do you know? I don't know if it's, like, the important kind of new, though. Wave beam cover in here, also of interest. Alright, alright. Well, does Adam have anything new now? Nah, still just saving. Alright, if you want to give me the silent treatment, it's fine. Yeah, I want to get that heart piece thing first, though. Because that was giving me so much trouble for multiple reasons. Have I not gotten this? You know what, that actually makes sense why I didn't. Yeah, I only, like, just now have the thing that I even need in the first place. If I do this, look at that, it gets in range. That's cool. I'm sure, like, with everything else, I needlessly did that the hard way last time, but... Do you want to, like, missile through these? Oh, give me a break. Cheeky. There we go, okay. Oh, you gotta be quicker with it, look at that! I'm getting inside, I'm getting inside. Just to, like, bomb it again and reset the timer. There it is, baby. God, 145. When does it end? Okay, so if I want to get to that ice room, I gotta go... I guess... No. Actually, yeah, this room does have 2 entrances. So, looks like this is the fastest route. Ah, I remember this spot. This is the place that made that shit cold in the first place. I think all I needed to get up there was the infinite jumps, but, you know, having the ice resistance definitely helps, you know? Oh yeah, there's no way I was getting up there without any other ability. What? What?! Oh, they really want to make you work for this, huh? Alright, well, where can I even do that dash? All the way down here? Jeez. It's kind of a lot, don't you think? What the hell's going on here now? What? Why? The fuck? That is bizarre. Okay, whatever you say. Oh, there's a lot of weird shit here. Wasn't there something I was saying earlier where trying to shoot in midair while that was charged kept, like, accidentally activating it? I've got to figure out how to do that on purpose now. That is how that works. Okay, well, I've got this open. Now what? Oh, that's now what? The fuck? Where are you taking me? This immediately started feeling wrong. I guess it's just for a missile. That felt like it was gonna turn into like a boss room. I was getting the same vibes as I did from that other like nasty place. Oh. Alright, so that makes all of that make sense, I guess. So I need to take that ability and take it all the way up here somehow. Which is gonna take some work, but I'll try it. That's actually not that bad. I thought it was gonna run out a lot sooner, but yeah, I was like in position first try, which is more than I can usually say for the rest of these. I always forget the name of this. The fucking wave fucker. the Shine Spark. I mean, it's doable, but the timing is still kind of tight. And they had that little, like, C shape to make you waste more time. I really do not know how to do that air dash thing on purpose while you've got that charged. Every time I've done it is by accident, even when I used it just now to solve a puzzle. Like, I'm pressing Y, you can see me shooting, that's me trying to trigger it, but it's not working. Do you have to, like, is it Y while holding a direction? Does it even tell you about the Y functionality anywhere in here? Wait. It doesn't even mention this move. The Shine Spark isn't even here. Is it the space jump that it's called now? No. That's the double jump. It's called the speed booster? It's called the speed booster. Yep, just says B. Nothing about the Y button. It's weird that that functionality is even a thing in the first place then. That's gotta be for legacy purposes from the original Metroid games. Ooh. You can only Shine Spark by doing a normal jump. Shooting while spin jumping puts you into a normal jump state. I've been able to do it in midair before, because this used to be a wall just now, and it was off the ground, and I did it by pressing Y, and I shot forward through the air, and I slammed into the wall. And I kept doing it accidentally during an earlier Shine Spark puzzle. Frankly, I would like to believe that. I think that would make this ability make a lot more sense and be, like, less confusing to me. But sadly, I do not think this is the way it works. I think there's some secret fucked up shit that only I know. Although the fact that I'm not able to, like, reproduce it is not helping my argument. It's like I saw a fucking ghost. You have to uncurl, then shoot to activate it. Got it. How do you uncurl out of a... This is the new question. Oh, I guess you just gotta shoot twice then? Because shooting once seems to uncurl you. Damn. Oh! Okay, I get it. So you shoot to uncurl, and shooting isn't what triggers it. You jump, shoot to uncurl, and then you jump again, and then that activates it. Got it. That was not a very good attempt. Wait a sec, it all makes sense. think being right up in that corner helps, though, because you want to activate it before you get, like, under that little overpass. Because you don't want to, like, have to turn around very much. Also, bonking into any of these ceilings is basically a death sentence. Because the timing is really tight. Ooh. Yes, good. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is definitely, like, out of all the different moves Samus has, this is, like, the hardest for me to, like, wrap my head around. But it... Oh, I had it for a second! I was, like, just barely misaligned. Alright, I'm folding my arms in a weird way while holding the Joy-Con. I'm, like, gonna place them on my desk physically closer to the Switch. So I don't get any, like, missed inputs here. Fucking easy. You know, it looks like the, I'm not pointing at the rock here, I'm pointing to the health bar in the corner. It looks like there's a lot more room for health upgrades there. I wonder how many more of those there truly are to get. Alright, so that goes to Gavarin. I don't know where I'm actually going right now, but, I'll check the map and see if there's anything that might catch my interest there. Isn't there still, like, this shit that blocks me off right at the start, though? This grapple beam box? Oh, this looks like it goes around. It looks like I found this at some point. 46% of the way done. This place! I want to go this place. And there's this now? Oh, shit, okay. And that means it's got to go to Hanubia. So there's definitely, like, 2 ways to get there. Confirmed, at the very least. Actually, that might be what's going on in Cataris. Like, if I keep going up this, then I'll find, like, a purple that takes me up there. I don't know. Could be. Yeah, let's go to Gavarin. Fuck it. You can never really tell whether or not little side shit like this that intrigues you and happens to catch your interest is intentional shit or not. But, like, I've been proven wrong before. Sometimes I'm just, like, looking for side stuff, and I stumble across, like, necessary item upgrades. So I don't think there's ever a reason, like, not to pursue this. Even from the perspective of someone who's not going for 100% like me. So we'll see. That path that I'm looking at is, like, really far away from, like, where this elevator is, though. I wonder if I would have been more well-suited if I found wherever that teleportal was and then tried to go up from there. But then again, this is also, like, a huge vertical ascension. So that's, like, 90% of what I need right there. I still haven't gotten these? Jeez. Maybe there's more here to come back for than I thought. I'll say it, this is still kind of a cool area. There was, like, a lot of fucked up things that happened here, but I think that makes it more memorable. This is where we found our first scary soldier creature. This is where all the parasites got unleashed in the first place. That put this slime in Samus's body. Like that. The icky paint-like goop, the black sludge. Yeah. Robot Chozo soldier. Oh, I thought they were, like, people. Okay, they're robots. So, I would want to go through here into the Emmy maze, and then I would actually be able to skip this whole section. And then, boom, I'm here. Oh man, having that jump in a place like this is so useful. Because I think this is like the sort of situation where they still really wanted you to use the grapple beam to like swing from place to place. And that was fun to use, but sadly I think this is like kind of completely negated any reason for its being. Except for like maybe opening doors, but I think the swinging is more fun. Hope I'm on the right track here. Actually, yes, it looks like I am. That ought to do it. One more down here. There we go. I'll counter you. I haven't been countering many enemies in this area, just blasting through them. I'll give you the time you so desperately crave. Better. Yeah, that's better. An unknown resource has been acquired! This is like the third of these that I found! I still have no idea what those are for. Apparently it's related to an ability. I thought it was like the Chozo artifact side quest at the end of Prime. Like, you gotta return to these areas and find these hidden items all over the place, but this time I don't even, like, get, like, the Chozo temple where you, like, find hints or anything like that. It's just a complete fucking mystery. It's really cool that you are able to find them out of order, though. I do like it. I just wish I knew why I was getting them. Okay, so there is this, but the access is closed, and it looks like it's one way. Wait, actually, wait, is it? Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Guys, I don't think that's one way. I think I'm able to get there, like, right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't see anything stopping me. This could be major. Because the first time I made it to Fellatio, or whatever the fuck it's called, it was like a fake out. Wait, okay, so that's like a closed loop. If I want to get to this, how do I do that? Grapple beam door up here. Oh, I was like right there. Okay. The long way around, huh? These stay permanently gone if I get them once, right? Okay. Right, I remember this place. I think this is how you get in. Yeah, because there was all this, and there was an upper area, and there was stuff that I remember, but... It is related to this. I am on the right track. Looks like it's a little further to the right, though. So we'll back out and go through the bottom of the maze and take that exit. I think now that we have the screw attack, that'll let us get out of that little diagonal entrance into the wider canyon over there to our side right now. A little something. Ah! Wait, okay. I think if I use the RY bomb, then that's like still okay. Like maybe I'll get the speed to like ramp out. Like this, maybe? Wait, I think I can just... I can go through this way. It's fine. This also works. I guess that's only like if you want to re-enter it, but not so much an exit. I mean, I was just... Oh, right, this is where the boss was, and then this door was closed. Okay, I definitely don't know what's going on here, but I'm looking at the map and it looks like there is a way. This better not turn into a boss again. Oh, thank God, it's just a normal guy. Hey, come on, I'm just a little guy. Right, and then I came up through here. Screw attack block, and then you get out, right? That seems like how you do it. I'm gonna try it. But wouldn't that mean that I'm actually able to get out of this? I would have been able to enter the last province at like the very beginning of the stream? That doesn't seem like it would make any sense. But maybe it does. This game is full of very roundabout surprises in terms of its progression. Yeah, this shit up here. I could just do this. What the fuck? There's no way. There's no way this goes where I think it goes. Why would this be here? From the very start? Actually, I think I had... Let me take a look at the order of events here. Yeah, I got the screw attack before I got the cross bomb, not the other way around. What do you know? That only makes this more confusing. I definitely would have been able to come here before, but why? That is fascinating. Alright, squares are filled in. Let's do it. No kidding! I was like convinced. Okay, but like maybe it's just like another way to get back to Ferenia. Alright, well, Jackie's rule is in place. Oh, look at the rain out here. I think this is the first time Samus has actually been like directly out in it. Like, you've been able to see the rain in the background in places like, oh, what the fuck? Hold the squares for a second. In places like Berenia. But this is like, this is the fucking surface! We're here! I'm filling all these squares, but the camera is like pulling in, it's focusing in on those dudes. I don't think I want to be jumping around for whatever's about to happen with these guys. Something major is about to go down, I can feel it. Oh shit. So they know that I'm here. But the question is, are they gonna try to take me head on? Or are they gonna go tell Ravenbeak? Is that like the sound of the rain like pattering against the walls? That's kinda cool. Oh, this is a tunnel. I thought these were walls I had to shoot. Oh god. I don't think I'm ready for whatever's about to go down. This feels super ominous. Adam! Finally! I've been waiting for the lure! Tell me about this place, huh?
This area, Anubia, is on the planet's surface. You finally made it, Samus.
I did it! I made it!
There is still a problem. Destroying the planet will eliminate the X-parasites, but Ravenbeak is unlikely to sit idly by as this happens. He will try to escape once he detects the danger. Ravenbeak's search for Metroid DNA poses a threat to the galaxy. He will never give up. The odds are still not in your favor, but you must end things here.
Eh?
I am searching for his location. Return here later for an update.
Return here later for an update? Yeah, cause chat was saying that, like, I still had, like, pretty significant stuff to do. There's one more enemy, there's one more item. That's a lot of stuff to do in the gameplay loop. Return here later for an update. Does that mean that I, like, leave this province, or is there actually other stuff worth pursuing right now? Because I do have that wave beam. Okay, this makes sense, though. So I would have been able to get here at the beginning of the stream, but this is where I would have been blocked off. Right here. But I'm different. Actually, hold up. And then... Stop! Stop, stop, stop! And then, boom, that connects me back to Ferenia. Although being spat out at that elevator up there really early on would be kind of awkward. I guess, technically, I still would have been able to get here. That also kind of works out. It's an interesting route to take. Fade to Black Room! Fade to Black Room! No, hello? This happened once before. That's not good. That's not a good sign. Why, yes, Samus. I also think that's very odd. Please tell me. Please tell me. Oh, that's it! That's it! That's all we get to see? I'm glad I got that screenshot then. Fuck! And then there's an Emmy zone right here? No, okay. This is where I've got to end things. I've got to end it here. I've got to end it here. But the door is locked! I can't! I need to get back to a save room. I need to get back to a save room. I don't even think there's anything up here to begin with. No, keep going, coward. I was... There's no way out! I need a special item! I just get the feeling that this area is going to take me a lot longer than another 2 hours. You know, I want to give it its own stream. I guess I have no choice but to enter it now, but I'd like to find the next safe point and just call it. There is no way. Actually, if it's right there... Wait, and it already says that I have 33% of items here? Maybe, like, you still do all the usual things that you would do when you get to an area, but the scale of it is a lot smaller. That could be. It's dropped a lot of missiles. Could I finish it tonight? I don't know. It's a maybe for sure. Oh god. What's this one's gimmick? What? Is this a boss fight right now? Huh? What the fuck is happening? What? This music, oh my god. I just ripped its soul out of its cock! Oh, hi, sexy. This is fucking insane! Am I finishing this tonight? I thought that was gonna be a whole, like, routine. Wait, but you can, like, break the shield, so doing this, like, still matters, right? I've got the missiles to spare. I've done the Shine Spark puzzles. I've earned this. I've earned the right to unload and waste a ton on the shield. Ah, these guys do a lot of damage, though, still. Yup, hi, sexy. I'm gonna just, like, pop the filter for a second. It's blocking part of the screen. Oh, this dude's enjoying National Nut Day. Oh, that was too close to the ceiling! You can probably finish it tonight if you really want to. I kind of really want to. But, like, if the final boss is really hard, and a lot of things in this game have been really hard, like, the actual amount of content to cover might not be that long. But at the same time, I might take a long time to beat it. Just from, like, sheer number of attempts. But then again, Adam still said to return here later for an update. So I think there's still such a thing as like a safe checkpoint where I can just call it for another time. Where I can just do this and then like there will be enough for me to come back to later. God, I already lost half my health. I gotta figure out how to counter these guys too, though, because the robot soldiers had a these guys have really sexy legs. I'm sorry. They had like a thingy where like you could counter them, and it hugely turned the tides of battle. Where like previously I was struggling with fighting them a lot, but then I countered and I was doing good. Yeah, you can definitely save before the end. I haven't watched you play any other bosses, so I don't know how to gauge it. Everybody was saying that the third major boss was really hard, and like the one that's not Kraid, but it's still in like the Fire Province. Everybody said that that one was hard, but I still did pretty good on it. I don't know. Here's the thing, though, is that like these guys I haven't fought before, and it's still taking me a couple of tries, so I don't know. Like this might be your best gauge right here. My awful playstyle. If they can just dematerialize and rematerialize the shield at will, how come they just can't do that after I break it? Yeah, it just makes more sense to jump here, I think. Or to just do that. God, that shaves off like a whole bar's worth, though. Ooh. Ooh. Stop! It's too much! Yeah, I think you should call it at the next save point, probably, if you don't really want to slam it out tonight. I mean, I do really want to slam it out tonight, but I know me, and I know it's going to take like 7 fucking hours. I want to figure out this counter business. That's my goal. Because he does it when he's got the shield out, right? So that's my tell that I'm looking for. I might throw this, or I can throw it and learn in the process. So do I have to do it when like the shield is blinking, or just like I don't know. Seems they had more success with that other strategy. Beam. Ugh. Yeah, he like slams it down, there's a blink, and then he rushes. Yeah, there's no way! The timing is so weird! Like, the actual attack itself is, like, very offset from the blink. Like, I literally don't have time to learn it. Because these guys appear so infrequently, and I get further when I just don't learn it. And then by the time this phase kicks in, it doesn't even matter. Can't believe that Emmy's just fucking hanging out there in the background. Like, that shit happened! And we're already, like, moving past. taking a lot of dumb hits right now. A lot of easy, simple damage. Oh! I was getting ready for them to start doing the slime blasts, but they faked me out. Yeah, I don't know. I think the counter is just a way to, like, disarm the shield early, maybe? That's why he doesn't show up in the second phase. This is my guess. Yeah, okay, Petey Piranha, we get it. A fourth one? Usually it's only 3. 5? Okay, there we go. I got the little shockwave too. I'm always prepared for that too. That's like one of the first things I noticed about this guy's patterns. I still get hit by it. Sheesh. See, the thing that I've always found reliable about these guys is that whenever they do that, like, vertical downwards attack, it's always only ever been in the center, and it's only ever always led to the shockwave. But now they're doing both, which is very, like, tricky to, like, juggle, I guess. Shield slam? Fuck, I want to get that so bad! I'll give it, like, 1 try per attempt of this battle, but I think any more than that, and I would be throwing the run by doing it. Whoa. See, like that. That was in the middle and it sent out a shockwave. As was that. See, but that one wasn't. The fact that it's doing that is new. Oh, man. Yeah, and these are enemies that, like, for the most part, like, I've at least dealt with something similar. A brand new thing where I'd have to understand its patterns, and it's definitely designed to be, like, the hardest thing yet. I'm pressing plus and then minus preemptively here. It's definitely better to save for another time, I think. But I'm looking forward to it. I've already got, like, the OBS equivalent. I mean, I can't show it right now, obviously, because both my hands are on the Joy-Con here, but I've got the equivalent of, like a framed picture on my desk of Ravenbeak, so I'm very excited to see him. Again, so quickly. And in that time, it was only 1. This guy's really shaking it up with the predictability. Like, I used to think that this was the easier phase, and then the first one was harder. I guess I finally appreciate the inversion. The difficulty scaling makes sense. This is how I complained that it should be earlier, so I guess I'm getting my monkey's paw wish. Oh shit! Okay. Now I'm eating its soul! My health is going up! Samus, no! Wait, does that mean that this is the new ability? I just get it right away? The power bomb. Is this the golden symbol? A devastatingly powerful bomb with a large blast radius. While in Morph Ball form, hold R to charge and then press Y to set once fully charged. Setting a power bomb consumes power bomb ammo. The explosion can also destroy power bomb blocks. This just opened. So I've already got a couple of shots of that worth. I'm going to double check how to trigger that again though so I don't accidentally do it. I knew it had to do with the Morph Ball. Hold R to charge and then press Y to... Yeah, okay. So I can do like regular RY, like a missile, but I have to hold R like it is for this thingy, where you can like walk onto multiple things, which it's actually demonstrating right now. That was a ton of missiles. Whoa, look at those ships. That's cool. I like that. Resources already at full capacity. Alright, well, we still haven't found a save point, so there's a little bit more to explore here. And it's a good thing I already have one of these, because it didn't give me one as demonstration. Holy shit, that was extreme. Hopefully I don't need too many more of those just to get to a save room. Oh, this background is gorgeous. This place looks so cool. Oh, do I need to use the bomb in here? There was another bridge like it, wasn't there? I don't know. I feel like I should save that until I know for sure to use that. Then again, there is nowhere else to go. I'll try it. Sure wish I could save before trying, but I'll do it. Okay, phew. I wonder if I can do that in the, there's like a magma bridge that's kind of like that. I wonder if I could break that. But I think there is already a way to get out of it naturally without blowing it up, so that might be overkill. There are more efficient ways to do this. I want to see a speed run where somebody fills in every single one of these blocks as fast as possible. Wait a second. I thought this was going to be another boss room. This is where the secret rings would have been. But I don't even get to do it. It's just skipped. This is a fascinating subversion of, like, I don't know, the patterns and the routine that they've set throughout the entire game. It's really interesting. Oh, down here. Okay, good. I was a little scared if I had to use a third one. I think I do have a third one. I think I have some more power bomb ammo because I've just found so many. But I'm really not looking forward to using them all right away here. Because the point was that I was finding a bunch elsewhere, and those are the ones that I was interested in unveiling, as it were. Return here for more information. We're gonna loop back around. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's the good word, Adam?
Samus, you have manifested a new power.
Oh, I've manifested, all right.
Typhon energy is undoubtedly Metroid in nature.
Oh, that's what that was! That makes sense. I forgot I had DNA of that. Samus has got, like, a lot of diseases in her.
The Metroid DNA inside you must have fully awakened, no doubt as a result of the many battles you have fought on this mission.
Wait, so I'm Metroid now. So that means that why can't Metroid crawl was accurate all along.
This tremendous power is the last thing you require to confront Ravenbeak.
The fucking power bomb is gonna do to Ravenbeak?
I have detected a fortress in the sky high above
What?
India. You must be there.
There's like another province's worth?
Samus, fulfill your destiny.
Aw man, a rainy sky palace sounds fucking awesome. But I think it'll have to wait. God, that sounds so cool! I can't wait to go there! I bet I'm gonna like go to my ship and then I'm gonna like fly up to it. That'd be so cool. Aw man. Oh, I really want to do it now, but I have to wait. Okay. That was Metroid Prime for tonight. Metroid Prime. I wish. Metroid Dread for tonight. Thank you for watching. Coming up next is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please hold.